Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to EonsOfBattle.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a barbed wire base. First thing I did was I drilled some small holes for toothpicks to be inserted into. I then broke the toothpicks in half and inserted them in. Now I poked them in just as a test to see if I could position them exactly where I wanted them to be, and then once I found that I could, I then removed them and cut them to the appropriate lengths. Then, to cut the small notches I need to put in the barbed wire, I then took a small hobby saw or jeweler's saw and then cut some small notches. Now depending on what type of barbed wire you're going to use for this project, you may be able to just insert it into the notches as is, but I'm using the barbed wire that I demonstrated how to make in a previous tutorial that will be linked below, so I need the notches a little bit wider than my saw can allow. So I took my hobby knife and I enlarged the notches a little bit. Now do that to the rest of the notches. I then used hot melt glue to glue all of the pieces to each other, the barbed wire to the posts. The reason I used that as opposed to a super glue is that there tends to be a little bit of flexing involved with the metal on the wood, and it wouldn't be as strong a bond as with the hot melt glue. I then took some PVA and I spread it all over the bottom of the base, and then I put down some cork to act as rubble. And then I took a fish tank pebble and I placed it down to represent a rock. I then sprinkled a little bit of coarse grit and then a big dab of fine grit sand. I then primed the whole thing gray. Next, I painted the entire base a dark brown. To help make the step a little bit easier on myself, I actually watered down the brown a little bit so that it would spread out over the base a little bit faster and conserve paint. Once that was dry, now I forgot to film the step, but I did dry brush a little bit of the same color that I'm using, a dark tan, over the brown. And I did the same thing for the posts that are holding up the barbed wire. Now for the barbed wire itself, I took a metal colored paint and then I painted up all of the barbed wire. Now that ended up standing out in really high contrast to the rest of the base. The rest of the base is very brown and dark, and then the metal was very light. So then I took a brown wash, I used Games Workshop's Urgrath Earthshade, and I washed all of the barbed wire, and it kind of brought the tone down to be even with the rest of the base. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you'd like to see more videos like it, you can visit our website at EonsOfBattle.com. If you have any other ideas or techniques you'd like to do, please leave in the comments below. Thanks for watching.